Yep, and we're back up. Sorry for that little interruption there. But yeah, basically, here we go. Adam taking the lead off Carter by the looks of it. I think Khakis has definitely moved up. Graham lost a few positions there. Where he lost those, I'm not actually too sure. Pasok's the GT4 driver. He's fairly went flying up, hasn't he? Fair play to him. Fair play to him. There's obviously been some contact somewhere. But let's actually see where is the closest battle on track right now. I actually think it's Khakis and Carter, the Merc and the Bentley. I actually think that's the closest battle on track right now. 3 second gap Adam has built up. That is insane. I think Adam is definitely going to be one to watch in this race. I'll tell you that much. That is a gap he's built up. I will just say I'm hoping all of these all of these issues that we're having are just gone out the window. They're resolved by next week, by Thursday, I think it is. Pretty sure it's Thursday, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the closest battle on track right now. Oh, actually, wait, no. Is it? I Graham and Dan Bailey. Could this be one to watch as well? Ferrari v Aston Martin, is this going to be better than the F1 this year? We just have to wait and see. No, that gap is built up. That gap is built up, but I think Khakis are. I don't know how to say your name. Yeah, this is definitely the closest battle on track right now. I think someone's round. Bailey's gone round. I do apologise if I try and get a replay up. It's just going to crash my game otherwise, but that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. It's coming round the final corner. Kaki is coming, as well as Carter, who's actually towards the end of the final corner. Adam's just gone. He's out of here. He's miles down the road. Yeah, Basuk though. I would love. I'd love to know what setup he's running on that car. There's probably been a few spins, fair enough. But I mean, a GT4 up this high. I think that's Bailey. I think Basuk is going to have to let him past. Yeah, he's not even going to compete. Yeah, he's going to tuck into the slipstream though, which is that smart? I'm not sure. It's actually bounced back up to the front. I think Adam already has this race won if he doesn't make a mistake, if he's just as consistent as this. Wonder what everyone's lap times are like. Lap time's not coming up, but there's a 31-second interval between, or a gap as normal people call it, between Dan Bailey and Khakis. So, and then has Graham had a spin as well? Has Graham had a spin? Graham's in the pits, that's what it is. So he's picked up some major damage somewhere. Again, I do apologise, I haven't got replay capabilities, unfortunately. I wonder how he's picked up that damage. Questions that science can't answer. Let's see how long it takes Noodle to pass this Porsche, because the way I'm looking at it is, pretty much the podium is going to be taken through people's mistakes. And by the looks of it, there have been a few mistakes here and there, so Noodle needs to get past Basuk as quickly as possible. So that way, if there is a mistake ahead of him, he can capitalise on it. Hopefully capitalise on it anyway. As Graham is out of the pits now. And dead last though, I think. Is he running wide again there? That's not what you want. Running wide again. 5, very nicely done. Into the chicane. I don't know corner names are in here, unfortunately, I'm sorry, but his brakes are glowing hot. See, Adam has already built up an 8-second gap to Carter. That is a madness. That McLaren is... Either the McLaren is quick, he is quick in it, or he's obviously got some form of setup on it. As I think Noodle has got past Basuk's. Was that on screen? I can't remember. Can't remember, to tell you the truth. So everything has started to settle down yet. I really wish I could have got the start of it for you, but again, I had to be a pleb and press the wrong button and crash my game, so. Back is definitely spread out, as Kakis does run wide at the end of the first corner. Is Graham going to do the same? He hasn't had the luckiest race in the world yet, so... No, that's very nicely done, riding the curb a bit. You want to try and be careful around these curbs, because they still look like old school curbs where they're not necessarily low to the ground. You can still hop over them, especially the sausage curbs at that chicane. Those are brutal. See what the times are like. See, there's a 28-second gap between Graham and that last GT4 car. And Adam, as far as I know, is about to start lap 6. Close to it. See, he's built up about a second this last lap, which is insane. I wonder as well if there's going to be any mandatory pit stops to maybe shake the order a bit. There's Carter round in the final corner, and Kakis will do the same shortly by the looks of it. Yep, there he is. And then Graham, even though he's 2 laps down, technically a lap down, he should be better than this. I've raced with Graham, he should be better than this. It's just one of those days, unfortunately. Like I said, we had to change the whole thing last second, purely because of DLC complications and just general game complications. Let's actually check on GT4. There's Diddy there, rounding that chicane, and Basuk's coming up to the final couple of corners now. As round the final corner he goes. And Diddy, I was really hoping this race was going to be closer. And Graham's round again. Oh no, I'd love to know what happened to him. And he's gone. Oh, that's such a shame. I know Graham, I know he should have pace. It's just not one of his days, unfortunately, but I wonder if Adam made a mistake, because that gap has stayed fairly consistent. That gap has stayed fairly consistent, so... I think that is Diddy. Is he actually pulling over to let him pass? He's not on the racing lane anyway, I know that much. He must be trying to let Adam pass, trying not to impede him. Try and keep it clean as possible, but he did get a dodgy line through there. Is Adam able to capitalise on that mistake? Yes, he is. Obviously not for position, but a clean overtake nonetheless. As Kakis just crosses the line now to start lap 7. Coming down the first corner now. I am thinking a mandatory stop, so that'd be roughly halfway through the race. Halfway through the race if there is a mandatory stop. I really wish I knew the tyre wear settings for this, so again I do apologise. About a pound for every time I apologised. Is what all we minted. As Carter does have a bit of damage, so I wonder is he gone off somewhere or is that first lap damage? I never noticed that. I never noticed that. He's understeering like a bugger. If there are Kakis is gaining on him. Kakis is gaining on him. That Carter's gone off somewhere. Where's he gone now? See, Kakis has closed that gap to 3 seconds. That was way bigger when I last checked it. Is Carter going into the pits? Yes, he is. He's picked up damage somewhere. Oh, that's unfortunate for him. That is unfortunate, and that allows Kakis to move up into second place. That Bentley just looks rapid in a straight line. I mean, it would. It's a race car, but. This is going to allow Dan Bailey and the Ferrari to make a pass as well. By the looks of it, it is. So one tiny mistake, that's Carter down 2 places now. And Bailey has moved up in the 488. And then there's Noodles past him as well. He's definitely picked up significant damage. Carter has. There's absolutely no doubt about that. That's a shame as well. He was having a pretty good run in second. Well, he's good to go now anyway. Is he able to make any of those places up? It's going to be close between him and... It's like, oh no, never mind. He's getting lapped. I'm too tired. But he's just been lapped by Adam. Adam has been absolutely flying out in first. Absolutely flying. Kaku's coming around the final corner again. I reckon he's actually going to pass Diddy on this lap as well. Still curious. I wonder if Carter's going to make any of that pace up at all that he lost. I suppose if that's for damage, does that count as a mandatory pit stop done? Because I mean, you're losing around, that's nearly 2 minutes in the pits he lost there. as what's his name? Kakis has got past Diddy there to obviously lap him. Different classes are. What have I done? Yeah, different classes are going to have different speeds, obviously. So he has made the pass. Now he has a clean air in front of him to maybe try and catch Adam. I don't think it's going to work. Adam is very far ahead. Adam, why do I feel like he's going to make a move down turn 1? I want to see this. Nope, he's playing it smart. He's playing it smart, and Basux is going to let him past. Good on Basux. That's good etiquette there. His blue flags are still being whipped for Basux, I think, because Carter could be around him in the next couple of corners as well. Let's just say I wish it was more overtakes than just this, but there you go. There's no real battles on track right now, unfortunately. I do believe Kakis is coming up to turn 4 now. Again, a very difficult turn to get right, but he seems to have done it all right. And T5, the long right-hander, the long and slow right-hander. I don't know whether that was the lag. He looked like he almost messed it up. And then, obviously through the chicane of, we'll call it the chicane of death, because I can never get it right. So it looks like Carter, I don't know whether it's because he's on fresher tyres than Adam, if he did change his tyres, but it kinda looks like he's getting on him. Obviously I'm not too sure, but that gap has stayed consistent. Is that Millie? Ooh, running wide is Dan Bailey. Almost going onto the turf. That could have been nasty. That could have been very nasty, but he's down out. There has been contact somewhere at the start that I've obviously missed, because the front of his car is looking mangled. The front of that Ferrari is definitely looking a bit beat up. As Noodles again coming around the last corner. It is very different seeing a black Ferrari on the grid, but it's starting to grow on me, to be honest. Give Mattia a call. He'll he'll judge for himself. As it definitely looks like Silva Carter is gaining on Adam, but it's not for position. That's the only thing. It's mental how this is the closest battle on track right now as well. So, goes without saying, no points awarded, no shifting of positions or anything. It's purely just to see how the cars run and stuff like that. And mostly to test the stream, which I'm doing really well. Definitely haven't restarted it 3 times. I do think I really wish I had telemetry to show you, but the tyres must be slightly going off the cliff here for Adam. Because I don't think that gap has changed from 27 seconds for a while. Or 20, 27, 26 seconds. There we go. That's how you count.
We are halfway through. Keep pushing.
Oh, Basux has a drive-through penalty for track limits. Ooh, interesting. Well, goes without saying now, but I think he's just started hot lapping. I think that's I think that's what's happening. Just forgot about track limits. I mean, the connection's a wee bit all over the place in the server, so it looks like he's going wider in some turns than others. But yeah, I do think he's been running wide at turn 4 because that has been happening. Let's see if Diddy actually does it here. Let's see if Diddy actually does it here. Does he run wide at T4? Oh, I think he does. No, but almost goes around. Almost goes around. Actually, those brakes roaring red. As Basux isn't saving it, or rather serving his drive-through penalty yet. Gagi's coming around the final corner as well. Is that another track limit warning he's got? Was that Dan Bailey's got a penalty as well? Dan Bailey's got a drive-through penalty as well? What is happening here? Oh, we got a car around. Got a car around. Noodles, yep. Noodles around. Seems to have got it sorted fairly quickly though, but looks like he's going to be getting lapped soon. Yeah, he's going to be getting lapped pretty soon. So this is interesting. Dan is serving his penalty now. And by God, Diego's slow in this pit lane. Is he actually making a stop? Is he actually making a stop? I think he is. I think he is actually making a stop here. We'll keep an eye on this Noodles because I want to see how quickly it takes him to get lapped, if he does get lapped. As Dan Bailey does serve his drive-through there. So in GT3 you must have to stop for a drive-through penalty. See, this is the closest thing to GT3 racing I actually watch, so let's see if this penalty gets served here. No, yes it does. It does actually. As Kakis does lap Basux. Also, Dan Bailey is actually gaining right now on Silva. We might actually have a battle, boys. We might actually have a battle coming up. I mean, it only took, what was that, 25 minutes? As Basux does serve his drive-through penalty. I think we might actually have a battle coming up. At long last. And so, Silva going wide there as well. He's just pushing too hard to build the gap up. But yeah, I knew it. I knew it. There's gonna be a pack shake up at some point. 100%. 4 seconds between Noodles and Carter. 6 seconds between Bailey and Carter. I have a feeling it's going to be very close, actually. Blue flags being waved again for Diddy again being in a different class. Let's actually keep an eye on this battle because I think the gap between Bailey and Carter has gone up. 100% the gap has gone up, but I want to keep an eye on Carter and Noodles to see what happens here. This is starting to get interesting actually. Oh, but Noodles stuck behind that horse. The gap 3.5 seconds now. Last thing you want to be when you're, we could say they're fighting for position now. Last thing you want to be is stuck behind a back marker, which Silva actually is now. That he getting out of the way again. Good etiquette from the slower car, but the last thing you want is to be stuck behind a back marker when you're fighting for position. Especially, oh, Noodles is off again. Noodles is off again. Oh, Carter around the outside. That was very nice actually. That could have gone horribly wrong, but that was a very nice overtake. Oh, but Noodles is going to have the slipstream down the back straight. I think if he can get the next few corners right, get. Oh no, he's gone round again almost. I was just about to say I might have commentators cursed him a bit, but I was going to say if he had went around those corners pretty much bang on perfect, he could have possibly made a move down in turn 1, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen now. Has he gone around again? No, he's in the pits. That must be what it is. I mean, fair play to Silva. He has worked his way back up to a podium place. Fair play to him. And then Adam is he's just been something else this whole race. Something else running slightly right? No. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. As Noodles, I don't think he has any damage to repair. It might just be a change of tires, but we will wait and see. As Kakis does lap him in the pits. See, yeah, he's still in the box there, so maybe he is getting damage repaired. But that's the only thing I can think of right now. As Bailey is definitely losing pace to Carter here, or losing a gap to Carter, who does have Adam in front of him, but just a lap ahead. No, but for real, that's been a good job for him to work his way back up to P3. Especially after what looked like pretty bad damage to the front of that Mercedes. Just take a quick look at the gaps, see if anything's major now. 22 seconds between. Well, I say 22 seconds. One lap and 22 seconds between Kakis and Adam Foster, and then a further 10 seconds between Carter and Kakis. Apparently, these times can't be right. They can't be right. There's no way they are right. Aye, Noodles about to get lapped. Blue flags are being waved. He's going to have to move out of the way and let Adam past. And the best opportunity for him and for Adam. Yeah, he's going to have to move out of the way here. Oh, has he been tagged? I thought he was tagged a bit there by Adam. Oh, come on, Noodles. You need to let him past. I can see him getting him on this shit anyway, but that shouldn't happen. Little should have moved out of the way on that. on the run up to the final few corners. Can't imagine it being anything major since there's nothing really to gain or lose from this race, as he is actually fighting back. With Adam here, he is actually fighting back. I don't think it's going to be a very long lasting battle though, unfortunately. Yes, you could say this is the closest battle on track, even if it isn't for position. It's Carter. I actually do think Carter's... I don't think... He must be a lap behind. He has to be a lap behind. There's no way he's that close to khakis. No, he has to be a lap behind. He has to be. Not the most accurate timing sheet, I will say. Yeah, see that's khakis there. See, what happened was, I was thinking of noodles when I was saying that. I was actually thinking of Noodles 89, Noodlester 9, but I can't read either. But I was actually thinking of that driver instead of khaki, so apologies for that. But Bentley does look nice in matte black. As Carter does get past Boswick's there. Well, I think the outcome's been clear for quite some time now that, let's face it, Adam has this in the bag. He's a lot ahead of khakis. Khakis isn't even around the final corner yet. Absolutely dominant is what I think you would use to describe that race. But anything can happen, still 10 minutes left, anything can happen. Yeah, that Mercedes is definitely growing on me. I do like that now. Definitely starting to like it. See, here's my looking at it. I might as well talk about liveries, there's nothing really happening on track right now. That McLaren, I think, is a preset. That, I think, is custom made, but that looks really nice, but I'm just a sucker for matte black anyway. That's definitely made by Carter, the blue and yellow, but I think those are flat out colours, if I remember correctly. I think that's just been made white. I can't remember, to be totally honest. That's definitely been made black. I don't think there's any sort of black Ferrari in this game. And then obviously, again, more team colours and... Whoa, what's happened to him? I've been paying so much attention to the GT3s, I've barely looked at the Porsches, I do apologise. But that, actually, even though it's a preset one, even though it's a real GT4 car, that is probably my favourite on the grid. The grid of 8 cars we had, that it's reduced to 7 now. I wonder if, and I know there's nothing to gain or lose for either of them, I wonder if Carter's actually, or Noodles is actually going to battle Carter now. I do wonder. See what I mean about, I was about to say, see what I mean about the connection making it look like they're going deeper into the corner than they actually are. That actually was deep into the corner. Well, I do think it's pretty safe to say that Adam Foster has this race won. I'm pretty sure it's pretty safe to say that. So I'm saying about 4 or 5 laps left, roughly, give or take. Ferrari was redlining for a bit there. Oh, riding the curbs a tiny bit, you don't want to do that. Especially ACC, it really upsets the curbs. Or rather, the curbs really upset the car. You can definitely tell people have been losing the car around here. 100%. Without a doubt. How does he take this now? Does he run wide? No, he doesn't, but he doesn't get the most out of the car through there, so that set him back a little. I can't believe this is the closest battle on track right now. Carter and Noodles, and they're not even fighting for position. Noodles is lapped, Noodles is about to get lapped, in fact. And then there's Basok, he's had a good race. I mean, he had a penalty, but he's been quick enough. He's been in his own little land. And then did he come down the start finish straight? He's going to get lapped again the next 2 laps, roughly. I know there's not that much of a difference between GT3 and 4 in this, so. That Porsche sounds so good, man. And I'm not a Porsche fan, but that sounds good. Let's jump up actually to khakis. Now, is there a gap between him and Adam Foster? I don't think it's going to be a very small one. But see, like, it's not actually coming up. Yeah, I do apologise. I do, just by looking at that. Oh, who's around? Is Noodles around? Noodles is around again. That is unfortunate. It looks like he's driving with 0 traction, and which is fair. You are quicker with 0 traction, but the thing is, it's so difficult to get used to. Especially in sort of a simulator like this, it's very difficult to get used to. You need to be very gentle with your right foot, and when you, I don't know what assist this guy runs actually, but when you're running no TC for so long, or rather when you're running some traction control for so long, you're a bit trigger happy with the right foot, and stuff like that seems to happen. So Carter has got past him. I think that's Bailey about to get past Basok's. Yeah, Bailey about to get past Basok's here. In the 488 Ferrari. They already has. I think Basok's just let him pass. That again, good etiquette shown by the Porsches. That's good. That's what we want to see. Kaki's again coming into the chicane of death. Just about gets it right. I'm not sure because the Bentleys are generally very heavy. So I'm not sure the Bentley was a brilliant choice for the circuit. He's lost it. He's round. Oof. Keep it out of the wall. He's just topped the wall. Don't know if he has any damage. I was just about to say as soon as he lost it, that the Bentley probably isn't the best choice for this track. But I mean, second place, yes, to a technicality, seems to be working for him. And I still can't get over how nice it looks in the matte black. It is plain, yes, it is simple, yes, but it looks so good. I'm curious to know, first of all, if the game's actually going to be working for next week. And second of all, if it is working for next week, what everyone's going to be like around Laguna Seca. GT3 I know absolutely nothing about for Laguna Seca, but oh, see, that's what I'm saying about the connection. I don't know if it's mine or the server connection, but anyway, back to what I was saying. I don't know anything about the GT3 times for Laguna Seca. I do know GT4, the benchmark was roughly a 134 for GT4, so something for the Porsche drivers to know. Just I'm hoping it actually works next week, so we're able to give you a race. And on a track as small and as tight and as narrow as Laguna Seca, it should be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, like I said, it should have been tonight. A few complications with the obviously the game itself just not working. Hasn't worked since the 2020 DLC came out. As again, nice etiquette shown by Diddy to let Silva Carter pass. But it's been an awkward night for it's been an awkward night for pretty much every ACC league that would run tonight. And Diddy's gone round. Has he gone round? He's just saved it. That was a good save. But like I said, we're hoping to have everything up and running again for next week. So who haven't we looked at in a while? I don't think we've. I haven't kept an eye on Basics for a while. Slightly wide into T1. Keep it slightly wide. Not enough to warrant a warning, I don't think. And see if he repeats Eddie's fate. No, he doesn't. He does. He takes it relatively well. He takes that relatively well. And riding the curbs on the exit of turn. Would you say that's turn 3 or 4 actually? Because I've been saying 3 the whole night. Anyway. This is the do through here. You're line through here. Oh, that's very, very wide. As Adam does come on to his final lap, he's been dominant. And who's that round? Oh, Bailey's round again. I think Bailey's calling it quits here. I do feel bad for the guy because he looked consistent at times, but when he lost the back end or whatever, it just didn't work out for him. But that's unfortunate for him. I think he's calling it quits for this race now. As Bassos is coming up to the final couple of corners. I think this is his race about to finish here. It's going to be the first one to cross the line and the winner of the GT4 pre-season test, I guess you could say. But I mean, Adam, he's been in a league of his own the whole night. Hasn't let up whatsoever. But I think that's about to be him finished. Yes, it is. Is it? Yeah, that's Basok's finish as far as I know. So. Oh no, it mustn't be. Mustn't be. He must have one more lap to go, but I mean, let's face it. Adam's been on a league on the whole night. Hasn't slipped up. Hasn't made any sort of mistake whatsoever. Absolutely amazing drive. Your winner at the Hungaroring, Adam Foster.
The leader has finished the race.
Peck it out, son. Absolutely amazing. Next across the line, 87 Silva Carter. He's still going to have one more lap to complete, I think. No, I think that's it now. I think it just goes by whatever position you're in when you cross the line. So that's Carter in third, who's going to be crossing the line. Noodles will take 4th place. Diddy will take 7th place, 2nd place in the GT4 class. Good job from him. His car looks probably beat up. You know, he struggled a bit around here. I think actually spun it once or twice. Basok's after him. He's been pretty good in that Porsche. And Kaki's the number 89 Bentley for fair play to him for what he's put up. And I'll try not to I'll try not to commentators curse him again next week if he does decide to race. So just waiting on these last two round in the final corner. As Kakis and Basok's cross the line at roughly the exact same time. I will admit, not the most eventful race, but like I said, you can't win or lose anything in pre-season. So, that being said, and on that bombshell, don't see me. On that bombshell, thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully, without any issues, we will see you next week for round 1 of the Multi-Class Championship and the Porsche GT for Cayman Championship. That should be pretty good. So, like I said, thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.